Hi there, this is Yoshi. This is Care Club, and this time it's about. I'm sorry about the fan. I don't know if it's picking up the sound or not, but this time about Christensonia vietnamica. It might be called Vanda vietnamica also, and of course I'm gonna put people who is in this Care Club together will be on screen by now, like this, somewhere here. Okay, but now, anyways, as you can tell, this is pretty small Vanda. Sometimes I get this when I order, comes in already pretty much blooming size, and believe me or not, it bloomed already, so it is a blooming size. So this is really a good one to have if you are limited in space, and it doesn't need a strong light like regular bigger bandas would need. Pretty good light is all it needs. Now I have this is a east facing window. I'm gonna put it back the way it is, even though the backlight is strong. And let me turn this fan off really quick. There you go. Yeah, this is 50% shade, is face covering all the way up down there, and it's hanging on the greenhouse. So, along with all the other bandas, as you can tell, here's a green light. Anyways, yeah, that's all it needs, and it will bloom. And it's not big. What's not to like? And some of them are fragrant. I forgot if mine was, but it would smell like pine sol maybe. So if you like that kind of a smell, yeah, sure. But anyways, yeah, it's a strongly recommended Vanda. I mean, size is good, and it doesn't need a strong light, and so you can grow it under a grow light for sure too. And just look at this roots. I'm just admiring these roots. Fairly easy to acquire. It's I think it's more than this. I don't like these leaves on this Vanda. I'm sorry, it's just video bombing right next door. But here, yeah, this one came with that leaf barn. It's not under my care, but it's facing east side. It's in the morning, and it's June 20th. So that's my situation here, right? I live in Lake Stevens, Washington State, Zone 8B. Right now, around this season, you could get up to 80s, lower 80s. It doesn't get that hot, but yeah, in the greenhouse it gets a lot hotter than that, 100 something. But so far so good, it's in a basket like this, and the media is barely there. I think I put medium-sized bark. You don't want to pot it. I mean, there's a way to pot it, but I don't recommend it to pot if you don't know what you're doing as a beginners, of course. If you don't know anything about the Vandas, it needs aeration, a lot of aeration like that. Some people might be able to pull off bare rooted and hanging even. I water them almost every day, maybe winter time once or twice. No, once in maybe 2 days or 3 days, just because the humidity is higher, and you don't need a lot of water because it doesn't evaporate or it doesn't soak in. So you don't really need a lot of watering. But this time, around this time through summer, I'm gonna probably water almost every day. and I'm busy, so I'm not really able to water with a fertilized water. I usually do 100 to 150 per parts per million fertilizer and do not flush. That's the style I want to. But when it's busy, I just hose them, you know. I don't have a indoor situation, so I can't do that. Hose water with a hose from faucet, not the faucet, but you know, I just, you know, spray everything, so it gets done in like 15 minutes or less, and then they absolutely get soaked. That's how I do it in summertime. Therefore, I bump up my fertilizer. I just fertilized it now, but about 300 parts per million water, and then when I have time, I water them with it and get some food. So that's how I care at this point. What else can I tell you? I don't know. It's a very beginner friendly. It grows well. It's a monopodio, so you don't really, especially if you're in indoor, you don't want to water from the top, just the roots, you know. In a greenhouse like this with the fan on 24/7, I don't really care because it dries out. Even in the winter time, most of them just, or actually, as a proof, last year, I mean, I don't really directly going towards the crown, but none of them went crown rot. So with the good fan and the temperature high enough, it won't it won't have a crown rot. So, you know, as long as it dries out, right? So that's what you want to do. No crown rot. Well, what is crown? The crown is right here in the middle. Again, backlighting. That's where all the new leaves coming in. If we would focus, yeah, you don't want to water right in the middle, right there on the top. So yeah, I mean, that's it. Keep it in the warmer temperature. I think it's a warmer grower, so, and all the Vandas are. I don't know if there's any cooler growing Vandas. I'm sure there are some, but I just can't think of it at this moment. But yeah, that's it. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's gonna produce another spike sometime soon. Again, it's hybridized in so many Vandas to keep the size down, but the gene is strong, so you kind of almost can tell if it has a vietnamica in it. But okay, this tag is also video bombing, and I don't know what to do with this. Anyways, yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I can help some of you watching this and thinking about getting this Vanda. I cannot strongly recommend it enough. So you guys have a good day. Bye.